How are you?
Good. How are you?
All well. So we are live right now, Karu.
Yeah. I think I can't hear you. Like I can hear you, but it's very faint.
Okay. I'll just put the earplug better.
Yeah. I'll bring my headphones as well.
Yeah. So can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's better now.
Okay. All right. So, dear friends, today we have Karu Rimal, who is gonna. We both together are gonna share a little perspective about vitiligo. I used to have vitiligo. I still have it a little bit, and Karu also is going through that. So we're gonna chat and share some of our experiences, so we can all learn from each other. So, Karu, welcome to the chat.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, can you just introduce yourself a little bit, actually?
So I'm Karu and I live in Australia. So I developed vitiligo almost 5 years back. I think it was due to stress. I was going through a stressful time that time.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I watched your video, like your interview,
Yeah.
and then I contacted you, and that's how we're here now. Yeah,
Actually, it's a small world.
yeah,
And we started this online recording recently because somebody told me we should do this because it really inspires and motivates people, because a lot of
yeah,
people have lost hope. They think it's not
yes,
possible. Every time you go to a doctor or people here and there, they say, oh, this is
yeah,
not curable, you cannot do anything about it,
yeah,
actually. In fact,
yeah,
I was also like this when I started journey on vitiligo.
yeah,
Until about 7 years, same thing, every doctor say the same
yeah,
thing, no, it cannot
yeah,
be done anything. And in the mind I started believing that, oh, impossible,
yeah,
now I cannot do anything about it,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
And this is where the game starts. The moment
yeah,
you start believing that it cannot be cured or healed, you're creating a memory inside yourself that, okay, even if it wants to cure, you yourself are avoiding that healing process, actually, because you say to yourself that it's not cannot be healed,
yeah,
actually. Yeah,
yeah,
because we
true.
have inside a very, very powerful mechanism or a system by which we can cure everything.
Yep.
For
Mm,
example, many times we have diseases, actually, and we think that the tablets or the medicines are healing us. Actually, it is not doing
yeah,
that. Our body is healing that. Only this medicines are supporting the process, like by giving the right nutrients or supplements and things like that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
ultimately, it's inside you. But more than that, the medicines also is how you think.
yeah,
If you believe that you're going to be healed, you will be healed, actually. I remember, I want to share one story here, just to give a perspective. When I was small, I used to work for a doctor as a compounder, like an assistant. We used to
yeah,
meet the patient and tell me, Steve, just give this medicine to these people. And to almost everyone, he was giving the same medicine. No, nothing different there, actually. Okay.
yeah,
And he was charging a lot of money, actually, despite having there are many doctors around him, but he was charged a lot, and people still used to come to him, actually. Okay. He had some kind of touch in him, actually, healing touch.
yeah,
When
yeah,
people go to him, automatically they start feeling better, actually.
mm,
That's right. So what I'm trying
yeah,
to say here is, it's always within us. It's all the energy, and it's all the touch, the feeling, how you feel about the whole thing, which helps the process
yeah,
of healing. We also call this
yeah,
placebo effect.
yeah, yeah,
You have to believe first. The first step
yes,
in curing this
yeah,
problem is uh, believing that it can be cured. This is the first step.
yeah,
Not to listen to
yeah,
any doctor, any relatives, anybody. Just let them
yeah,
go. You
yeah,
just do it, actually.
yeah,
I've met so many people now after they've started chatted and talked to me and things like that. They have been healed. Of course, it's taken
yeah,
time for them.
Yeah.
Of course, you have need to have patience because it's a old
Yeah.
problem. It's not going to go in a jiffy. It takes time.
Yeah.
It needs
Yeah.
patience. In the
Yeah.
activity which I'm sharing, you should do that regularly, and I'm sure this will go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we are
Because
living in the
I
world of
had, yeah, I
one
had
point.
lost hope as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And we are living in the world of quick fix. So you want something like this, the speed.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't happen like this actually. So,
Yeah.
so there are many reasons, spiritual reasons also why we get sick with this kind of disorder, which I will discuss as we go along. But I remember you mentioned that you have some few questions, so we will go with
Yeah.
your agenda. So you tell
Yeah.
me one by one, and I will try to share my experience on that.
Yeah. So, because after I watched your video, I started like looking at sattvic food and everything. So I've started doing like, just eating sattvic food. But
Mhm.
like, I wanted to clarify, like, because few videos, like, because I went through YouTube only, and then few videos they say like you're not supposed to have maida and oil,
Mhm.
milk, tea,
Mhm.
coffee as well. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to clarify, are those things that you avoided as well, or?
It just depends. I want to explain you a little bit about Sattvic, Tamas, and Rajas food. Actually, it's very important to
Yeah,
understand before you really draw a conclusion on that. Now, vitiligo, as per Ayurveda, it is a problem of pitta energy.
yeah,
Pitta means fire energy, actually. So we have three kinds of energy in our body: air,
yeah,
fire, and water. Okay.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
the fire is responsible for the pitta. So if the fire and energy
yeah,
becomes disbalanced, you get
yeah,
skin problems and related like this.
yeah,
So the best way to control the growth of your pitta energy is by bringing the pitta in control.
yeah,
Okay. Now pitta is like, for example, the sun energy also. Okay.
yeah,
And also all,
yeah,
what kind of foods you eat.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Now sattvic is more, of course it will pacify your pitta, but it's also
yeah,
spiritual food. It
yeah,
is food for your soul, food for your
yeah,
mind, food for your body. Because when you eat, it
yeah,
is just not the body; it goes at other levels also. So
yeah,
sattvic food helps you that way. Because when you start
yeah,
eating sattvic food, your mind becomes very, very clear. You can see things
yeah,
very, very clearly, and this is
yeah,
very, very important because
yeah,
many times the answer for all the problems are around us, but we cannot see that
yeah,
because it is
yeah,
masked with all the toxin. So when
yeah,
you come into the sattvic life, it not just
yeah,
heals your physical body, it also heals your mental and spiritual body.
yeah,
Okay, and this is what it
yeah,
is. Now regarding food, broadly you must avoid very high and uh, high pitta food. So, for
yeah,
example, meat, fish,
yeah, yeah,
alcohol, they're very high
yeah,
pitta food.
yeah,
Chili. Okay.
yeah,
Now, you can have this once in a while, but not like a regular thing, You understand? For
yeah,
example, I meet a lot of people
yeah,
in the Western world. For them, their normal diet is alcohol, meat, and
yeah,
stuff like that. Okay.
yeah,
So it's very
yeah,
difficult for them to change that. I'm from India.
yeah,
Being a vegetarian
yeah,
is easy. I'm sure for you as well,
yeah,
because in that part
yeah,
of the region, it's easy to
yeah,
be a vegetarian.
yeah,
But in the Western
yeah,
world or where you live right now, it's difficult
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a daily food for them actually. It's a challenge for them.
yeah,
So I recommend that.
yeah,
Okay, if you're so craving, at least okay, maybe eat once in a while the meat or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You want to drink
yeah,
alcohol, instead of taking
yeah,
high percentage alcohol like whiskey or vodka and stuff like that, because alcohol
yeah,
level is 40% there, 40%
yeah,
plus. Or you can take
yeah,
a wine, maybe 10, 12%, beer
yeah,
4%.
yeah,
So at least
yeah,
the heat energy becomes less actually. So you can bring that in
yeah,
control. But
yeah,
but if you're very, very strict and follow your regime, I mean
yeah,
hardcore, you will get the results
yeah,
faster.
pasta, right,
Otherwise
yeah,
the results will be slower. I mean, it's your choice
yeah,
now. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
but
got you.
but when you're working, let's give full heart into it. No, why to
Yeah, yeah,
do 10% here, 20%? Just go full
yeah,
on if you want to do something
yeah,
about it. Nali?
yeah,
So maida, according to me, it won't do much damage. Okay.
okay,
But
yeah,
fish, alcohol, meat
okay,
will
okay,
certainly.
okay. And
This is
oil,
my
did
perspective.
you, yeah, oil, like just little bit oil on food? Did you avoid?
I eat, I eat oil and everything. I eat
Oh,
everything.
okay, Okay,
I
okay.
am not stopping anything like this. Only
Yeah,
avoid
okay.
fish, meat, and alcohol. Alcohol, I have
Okay.
sometimes
Yeah.
in
Okay.
socializing, maybe a glass of wine or a beer or something
Yeah.
like that. For example,
Yeah.
last time I had a beer maybe 3 weeks back. So it's not
Yeah.
like hard and fast. I mean, okay,
Fast. Okay.
it's a social situation,
Yeah.
I have it. But
Yeah.
for sure, you should
Yeah.
avoid vodka, whiskey, because they're
Yeah.
high percentage alcohol
Yeah.
and very high pitta energy,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. 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 Um, and coffee, tea, coffee, because
Um,
I like my coffee and tea. So
Coffee is pitta, actually. Uh,
okay.
but uh, but because your tongue is habituated to something,
Yeah.
okay, maybe you can have one time in a day, but like if you're having say 100 ml, just have 20 ml just to soothe your tongue,
Yeah.
not to like
Yeah. Yeah.
you understood, just a little, just
Yeah.
to soothe your tongue.
Yeah.
And but best
Yeah.
is to take it off from your program,
Yeah. Yeah.
but slowly,
And
slowly, don't give a
I
shock to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So I stopped having sugar and milk way back, almost 4 months back. So
Yeah.
that's not problem. And coffee also, I've stopped having coffee almost a month now. Yeah.
I think milk you should not stop because it's got good nutrient. You can
Okay.
have everything in minimum quantity. This is the point.
Okay.
Don't go in
Okay.
the opposite side, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, because sometimes we just go on the
Yeah.
opposite side. No, no, not this or not
Yeah.
that. No, no. Have a
Yeah.
balance everywhere, actually. That is the key.
Yeah.
When you have a
Yeah.
chai, or instead of coffee, have a chai in the morning. I'm sure
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
tradition you have chai. Just have a little
Yeah.
chai with little
Yeah.
milk. That's enough.
Yeah. Okay.
And once in a while, you can have dairy sweets. It's okay.
Okay.
Don't beat yourself.
Yeah.
What you have to avoid is non-natural food, that is meat, fish, and stuff like they are not natural food.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, stick onto the natural foods. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. And and my second question was like just the morning suns. Do you go for morning or evening like walk when the sun is out, or would you avoid it?
Not really, because the apartment where I live in, I've got a lot of sun. Actually, the moment I go on the terrace, I get sun.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't make that walk deliberately. Okay, but yeah, I mean, if the weather is good, I'm out most
Okay.
walking and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But coming onto the diet, I will tell you. Um, uh, when you go through this process, you will learn or you will understand what works for you, what doesn't work for you,
Yeah.
what food gives you a problem, what food doesn't give you a problem. You learn all these things, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
experience in myself. I personally like to eat chili.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I
Same.
like to eat chili. Okay, and however hard I try, I cannot control it. And if it is served on the table, I
Yeah.
will not stop.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've seen that when I have too much of chili, okay, like
Yeah.
every day for 7 days or 10 days,
Yeah.
I get a patch immediately.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have watched that. So I see my body and what it reacts to,
Yeah.
actually. So I know that I
Yeah.
have to stop this. Okay.
Okay.
So when you follow a particular regime, you learn all these things. Okay, what works for you, what doesn't
Yeah.
work for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
because we all are different. Each one's
Yeah.
body react in a different way.
Mm.
Also, for you being, I'm sure uh, your childhood you spend in Nepal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your programming, your cell memories of that country,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now you're in a different country. So the
Okay.
air, the water, everything is different there,
Yeah.
actually, which is why
Yeah.
your body went into a shock. Okay,
Yeah.
and then it
Yeah.
started giving these problems.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to work and bring that to balance again.
Once.
That's all
Yeah.
it is, actually. In India, we
Yeah.
say that hawa pani badal jane se ho jata hai, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hawa means air, pani means water,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
of different energy and different memories, actually. So it just changes
Yeah.
everything. Okay,
Yeah. True.
slowly, slowly you take it. Don't make it like a shock therapy. Slowly, slowly bring in a
Yeah.
lifestyle change. All will fall
Okay.
in place.
Okay. Okay. And my problem is I can't sleep. Like that's the other thing. Like I wake up till I just need 4 or 5 hours sleep, and I can
Ah, you're a
function. Yeah.
you're a yogi, actually, because yogis sleep for 5 hours.
No, no, they don't wake up till 12 or 1 o'clock. I wake up till late. So, like, does that impact on the
Of
health?
course, sleep is
Because,
a very, very
yeah,
important component of our health.
yeah,
You can sleep for 5 hours also, but it has to be done properly,
properly.
like deep
Yeah,
5 hour sleep.
yeah,
And sleep
yeah,
gives good results when you have a particular regular time, like you sleep at 11 o'clock or
yeah,
12 o'clock or
yeah,
whatever. If you fix that
yeah,
regular body to body time, the body clock
yeah,
adapts to it, and it helps the body to process everything. When you're
yeah,
sleeping, the
yeah,
body is actually healing.
yeah,
So you need to
yeah,
sleep very well.
yeah.
Okay. If you have
Yeah.
sleep problem, you try this technique, which I usually use, and many of my people have used it. So just say this in your mind: uh,
Okay.
there is peace everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can write it down if you want. There
Yeah.
is peace
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There is peace inside my body.
Inside my body. Yeah.
All the cells in my body are loving, caring, sharing, and abundant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after you say that, say in your mind again, I am sleepy for 9 times.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all. It works for everyone. I'm sure it will work for you also.
Okay. 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 I'll try
Just
tonight and
try it.
I'll
It
let
works for many.
yeah.
If it doesn't work,
Yeah.
then we'll chat again. Then what to do, what not to do for
Yeah.
you actually about sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a very important component of healing process.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you go to the doctors and stuff, like they always say you must sleep well actually. But this
Yeah.
is the time the body restores, rejuvenates, heals
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also particularly sleeping in the night is very very important actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if you sleep at say 11 o'clock, good. So
Yeah.
5 o'clock you wake up, perfect. 5 6 o'clock is
Yeah.
perfect actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And did you do like enemas and wet packs when you
What did I do?
enema? Have you
Enema.
like did you do enema? Yeah.
No, you mean the detox process? It's part of
Yeah.
detox
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm a vegetarian. This is first. Okay.
Okay.
So the toxin which I accumulate in my body is much lesser compared to other people who use
Yeah.
normal food.
Okay.
Okay, one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second, I do for detox regular fasting.
Okay. Yeah.
I do fasting once in 2 weeks for
Oh,
30 hours approximately, 30
yeah.
hours, and it is a dry fast.
Okay.
Dry fast means you don't eat, drink, nothing.
Okay.
So when I do this fast, it's a very very powerful process. Okay, it heals my body, it detoxifies me, and it many things
Yeah.
happen when you do the fasting actually. And one
Okay.
of the important process which happens, as I was talking about healing yourself, there's a process called autophagy. Autophagy
Okay.
happens when you do the fasting. Okay,
Okay.
it means that your body, the cells in the body, starts eating away all the bad cells in your body,
Okay. Okay.
and that energy is used by the body to produce new cells, new tissues.
Okay.
That's why people who fast and stuff like that, they look very young,
Yeah.
fresh, and
Yeah.
things like that,
Yeah.
because the body is
Yeah.
constantly producing new tissues in the body. So
Yeah.
fasting is a very important tool. Yeah, for vitiligo also is very important. Fasting is very important
Yeah. Okay.
because
And twice a week, you said?
yeah. Let me just finish with this. Sorry. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, so the because doctors say it is an autoimmune problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always feel that's a confused immunity.
Yeah.
Your immunity is confused
Okay.
actually. Why you're confused? Because different news coming or different information coming from different sides actually. Now your body is programmed to being in a particular region, and you have gone to another region now. So your body immunity is confused now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. True.
So you have to bring that to balance. And how do you bring that to balance? By prayer, by meditation, by doing spiritual
Yeah.
practices, calming your
Yeah.
mind down. Just sitting
Okay.
at one place and doing
Yeah.
meditation is the most powerful tool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to do anything special.
Okay.
Just meditation. Just sit 15 minutes,
Yeah.
20 minutes in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
You can go to my
Okay.
channel. There are a lot of videos about meditation. You can just pick up
Meditation.
one and start practicing it actually for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Yeah, you were asking me something. Yeah.
Um, Just fasting, you said twice a week?
No, twice in 2 weeks, once in 2 weeks.
Once in 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like there is a if you follow Hindu calendar, uh,
Yeah.
there is Ekadashi.
Kadashi.
Ekadashi means 11th day of the moon. It
Okay.
is considered very, very powerful day for fasting and many other things actually.
Yeah.
So I do fasting on that day.
Okay.
So like if Ekadashi is tomorrow, if
Yeah.
Ekadashi is tomorrow, I
Yeah.
start fasting today in the night. After dinner, around seven
Yeah.
o'clock, I finish dinner. After that, I stop eating
Yeah.
anything. Then next tomorrow, full day, I'm not eating anything or drinking
Okay.
anything. And day after tomorrow in the morning, I break fast with water.
Okay.
So
Okay.
almost 30, 35 hours it is actually, yeah.
Okay. So no water, nothing on
No,
the dry fast.
again for
Okay.
beginners, because this is a very advanced fasting, but for beginners,
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
simply stick to like water fasting or just having
Yeah.
vegetables and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because have you done fasting before?
So I did juice fasting 3 days, juice fasting just last week.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, just having juice for three
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is again more of shock actually. You should do something on a consistent basis so your body adapts to it actually.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
do once in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
it's a very good practice. Yogis from ancient time, olden times, maybe your grandma, your grandfather must have been
Yeah.
doing all these things actually. They
Yeah.
must be still
Yeah.
doing it now actually, yeah, on the
Yeah.
special
Yeah.
days. So
Yeah.
11th day of the moon is very good. You can
Yeah.
start maybe in the beginning with like water fasting, just have water full day,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
and then slowly you will adapt and maybe you can try dry also, yeah. It
Okay.
once in 2 weeks when you do like, see, nothing is pure now in the market.
Yeah.
Everything is adulterated. Food you say,
Yeah.
water you say, everything is adulterated. So now it
Yeah.
is more important to clean ourselves regularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise we accumulate a lot of toxin in our body, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you do
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
fasting once in 2 weeks, you're basically cleaning yourself
Awesome.
like a service for your body
Yeah.
actually. Plus
Yeah.
your organs
Yeah.
rest a little bit, so the organs start
Yeah.
functioning better.
Yeah.
Your it's it's fantastic thing to do actually, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll start.
Yeah. You had a question.
Um, okay, so I wanted to vitamin supplements. Did you take any like vitamin D or any supplement?
The best source of vitamin D is, you know it very well,
Yeah,
the sun.
sun. Yeah, yeah.
You take that. But I was taking something, but Ayurvedic. It was not a vitamin, I would say. It was a supplement, which I can share with you also. If you can get it there,
Okay.
will work for you.
Yeah.
There
Sure.
is one called by Baidyanath. It's
Yeah.
called Arogya Vardhini.
Okay. And the brand is Baidyanath.
Baidyanath, yeah. And the
Okay.
name of the tablet is Arogya Vardhini.
Vardhini. Yeah. Okay.
I think you'll get it there.
Okay.
It's good. It's good for your stomach health,
Okay.
because the problem starts because pitta problem is the stomach problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So it brings that in
Yeah.
order actually, and you can. It's a food
Okay.
supplement. Eat it with food regularly. It's got no side effect. It's very good.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and there is one more tablet from Charak. Charak, it
Yeah.
is called Charak.
Yeah.
It's pigmento.
Okay.
Pigmento.
Pigmento. Okay. Yeah.
So this also is very good. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can
Do
have
you
these
still
tablets.
take?
I take Arogyavardhani. I stopped now for 6 months. I
Okay.
started again now.
Okay.
Arogyavardhani.
Okay.
It is like I don't want the body to get used to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after some time, I stop it and then I start again.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I still take Arogyavardhani. Yeah. I've started again, in fact, 1 week back.
Okay. Okay.
This is yours or mine?
I think it's mine. My because I've got my laptop just here, so
Okay.
um my other question was like, did you eat a lot of raw vegetables, like raw food? Because I
Yeah.
heard that
Actually,
helps.
I live in Bulgaria now, and it's
Yeah.
almost 7 8 years now. Uh, and the diet in Bulgaria is uh, in the diet, in the lunch or dinner or whatever have, they have salads first regularly,
Okay. Okay.
like fresh salad, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, and
Okay.
whatever the seasonal fruit vegetables are there.
Yeah.
It is there as salad and regular meal there actually. So for me,
Okay.
it's like I love it myself having salad,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it the tradition or the culture of this country supports with that actually. So they eat a lot of salad.
Okay.
So salad is very
Yeah.
easily available. Yeah. No, but I did not do with a purpose. It just happened
Yeah.
coincidentally actually.
Okay.
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 Yeah, but of course,
Okay.
salad is good because fresh salad is like alkaline. Okay,
Yeah.
alkaline is good.
Yeah.
It reduces the acidic volume in the body. It's good for health overall. Yeah.
uh, Yeah. Okay. And sprouting, did you do sprouting as well? Like
What is sprouting? The fruit,
sprouts,
the vegetable, the beans. You mean
beans, yeah.
sprout? Really, I mean, when I was when I'm as a vegetarian person, I don't really look into all these details. Actually, I focus more
Okay.
on not having alcohol, not having
Okay.
fish, meat, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Meat.
So
Okay.
other things come my way actually, which is not really good for skin problem, but once in a while it's okay.
Okay.
It's no big
Yeah.
problem. It's no
Yeah.
big problem. Yeah. But yeah, of course, if you take it every day, then of course it will be bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so my next question was like just regarding meditation and yoga, like how long do you recommend uh, doing?
Okay. Uh, it depends. What is very very important is consistency.
Yeah.
What generally happens is people get excited at some point of time and they start
Yeah.
doing it, and they start doing it for 2 hours 3 hours 3 4 times in a
Yeah.
day. At some point of time the body burns out and they give up after 1 week 10 days they stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Rather, you should do it very less, like 10 minutes 15 minutes every day,
Yeah.
so your body kind of gets habituated to that. The
Yeah.
idea is when you start a new habit, you should continue doing it for at least 21 days.
Okay. Yeah.
Once you do for 21 days, it becomes part of you. Then you will not stop. But to
Yeah.
do it 21 days, if you start doing every day 3 hours, you will not be able to
Yeah.
continue for 21 days
Okay. Yeah.
because there will be soreness in the muscle, there will be other commitments, and the body will burn out at some point of time. And they say, no, no, I will do after 1 week, and then it stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So coming back to the point, I generally give practice to all my people who come for my consultancy and stuff like that. Uh, 18 minutes practice. 18 minutes.
18.
1
18.
18 1 8.
Okay.
9 minutes asanas like
Yeah.
this, and 9 minutes
Yeah.
meditation. But the
Okay.
idea is it has to be done in the morning,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
on empty stomach every day.
Yeah.
That is the key.
Okay.
That gives you results.
Okay.
Not like you're doing anything sporadically. Boom, you do, and then
Yeah.
after a few days you just stop. No,
Okay.
little by little every day you break, because you must remember this. Our biggest enemy. You know who's our biggest enemy?
Ourselves.
Our habits.
Yeah.
Okay, like for example, your habit is of eating meat, for example, okay, and you start becoming
Yeah.
vegetarian. After 3 4 5 6 days, the meat will come up strong. Oh, I feel like my tongue is feeling like to eat a meat a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel the taste. I want that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then some point of time you give up actually.
Yeah.
So the habit is the biggest enemy actually. So we should work on changing our habits, because if we change our habits, we change our reality also.
Yeah.
Our world automatically changes because it changed the mind.
Mm. Yeah. True.
Yeah. So it's
That's
about that. Um, you have more questions? I think you had a few
I
questions. Yeah.
so just I think we covered enemas as well.
Yeah.
Doing enema. Yeah.
For that, the best is fasting, as I said. It is
Yeah.
holistic approach to that.
Yeah.
If you, I generally say, keep. I mean, there are many methods. I mean, unless you are really filled up with a lot of toxins in your body, then you may have to go to panch karma, shat karma, and stuff like that. But if you don't have
Okay.
all that, simple fasting will
Yeah.
help.
Okay.
and being vegetarian, 70% of the job is done.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Another, like, just I just remembered now,
Yeah,
because even even when I did my juice fasting, my stomach feels like it's still burning. I thought that it would stop, but
yeah.
I
It's a wrong
yeah,
way to do juice fasting, because juice fasting, this is my experience, okay?
yeah,
Juice fasting is, juice is what? It is basically containing a lot of digestive juice in it, digestive enzymes in that actually. So what, when you
okay,
put digestive enzymes in the body, what does it want? You want something to digest. So
yeah,
it wants food.
fruit, yeah, okay,
Okay. So
yeah,
juice fasting, if you do, you should not be citric juice fasting.
yeah,
Like citric, like lemon juice, orange, and stuff like, because they're acidic.
yeah,
That means they create acid in your body. That means you need more food. You must
yeah,
eat. Take juice fasting should be like more like a pulpy, like banana, some which has got a lot of carbohydrates in that actually.
ups, okay, okay,
The best is when you do the fasting, it's to be a combination of fruits
yeah,
and vegetables. It goes very well
okay,
together like that. If at
okay,
all you do that.
yeah,
But I have experience, and people say that to me, that when they do some fasting with little food and this and that, it becomes difficult for them to do the fasting.
yeah, yeah, okay,
When they do completely without anything, they go smoothly.
uh-huh,
First few hours is a problem for them, but after that,
yeah,
the body adapts. Yeah,
okay, yeah, and consistently doing in the same day of the month, I think that's the body expects as well after a while. Is that true?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You mean the fasting when we do the Ekadashi? It is not coming on the
yeah,
same day every time.
okay,
It doesn't come on the same day every
you
time.
mustn't take,
Sometimes it comes on
okay,
Tuesday, sometimes it comes on Saturday, sometimes it comes on Monday,
okay,
and things like that.
okay,
It is a beautiful
okay,
practice actually, because
yeah,
on whichever day you're doing the fasting, for example, Ekadashi comes like last time it was on Sunday. When you do the
yeah,
fasting on Sunday, Ekadashi, it makes your Sundays very strong.
okay,
And Sunday is represented by sun energy.
okay,
To in your
yeah,
personality, sun energy becomes very strong. So next time maybe
okay,
it will come on Tuesday. I think it is coming on Tuesday the next time. So when you do the
okay,
fasting on Tuesday, then you make
yeah,
the Mars energy very strong, because Mars is representative of Tuesday. Like this, so it is
okay,
very very
okay,
detailed and holistic there actually. So
okay,
that's why you should not fix. Okay, I will do only on Tuesday
yeah,
every week now. Ekadashi works
okay,
very well because it changes the day regularly.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And you will reach a point that you will say, "Okay, oh, Steve, I feel very good with that. I would rather continue. I don't want to stop this."
yeah, okay,
And it will be like that actually. And not only
yeah,
when you do this fasting, it helps you, it helps your whole family.
yeah, yeah,
You may ask how this helps my whole family. Because we are all connected with each other with karma.
yeah,
So when you do the fasting, you clean your karma.
yeah,
So when you clean your karma, automatically your people around you, their karma also
yeah,
cleanses.
okay,
So it you help them indirectly actually.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So we have to bring, as we say, we have three bodies: physical, mental, and spiritual. All of them have to
yeah,
be blended together. They have to work together in synchronicity.
okay, yeah,
Okay. This problem will not go if you do not have spiritual approach to this.
yeah,
This has been my experience.
yeah,
Okay. Because just like anybody else, I tried different doctors, I've tried this, I tried everything, I've tried. Only when I jump into the area of spirituality, things
yeah,
started changing. In
yeah,
fact, my patches started going in 2 weeks' time when I started taking that approach. I
okay.
started seeing the pigments coming there actually.
So when you say spirituality, like you started off with meditation and then you started seeing the patches, or
No,
just
besides that,
like your
I worked out
mindset?
the diet, the tablets,
Okay,
um, the, uh,
okay,
the practices like asanas, meditation, all of that together,
all of that.
and
Okay,
fasting. Fasting is part of spirituality actually.
okay,
Fasting gave a very significant result actually. Yeah. Very significant.
okay, okay.
So you must do.
Do
Just
okay,
see what works for you. First, you can try just
yeah,
with vegetables and fruits,
yeah,
and you can chat with me later on when the day comes. I can
yeah,
guide you.
yeah,
And second, you
yeah.
can do with the water. And third, when
Okay,
you're a little experienced,
yeah,
full dry, full dry.
full
I
dry.
have seen in people's life
Yeah,
after fasting 3, 4, 5, 6 fasting, their life is
yeah.
changed. Change
Okay.
means change.
Changed.
You
Okay.
cannot believe that it's like a miracle. They say no, it's not a miracle. It's your
Yeah,
power, because
yeah,
before fasting, your vibration was certain. Your vibrations were very very low. When you start
yeah.
fasting, your vibration becomes high, and you start
Yeah.
attracting good things in your life. Actually,
Okay.
there's a deep science. I will explain you some other time about that.
Yeah, yeah. But it's very good to know because I do a lot of research as well, like
Yeah,
myself. And then what you said, like it does, like because I hadn't heard about fasting. I do intermittent fasting, 16
yeah,
hours every
yeah,
day.
yeah,
But like I hadn't thought about what you just said. So it's really good, to
yeah.
understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
As you say about intermittent fasting, in many ashrams in India, uh,
yeah,
they have only 2 times meal.
yeah,
Okay, like in the morning, they have 10 o'clock breakfast or brunch, you can call it, and in the evening
yeah,
at 7 o'clock. So
yeah.
the full day, they don't have anything
Yes,
actually.
yes,
It's a very,
yeah.
very powerful practice, also, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But when you stretch a little bit more, like for example, if you go
Yeah,
30 hours, okay,
yeah,
you
yeah,
push your body's ability inside, like, really,
yeah,
it starts optimizing whatever resources is there within the body,
yeah,
because it will start eating
okay.
away all the waste from the body. What does the body do when
Yeah,
it doesn't get food? It just
yeah,
optimizes. It starts eating whatever
yeah,
is not needed in the body, actually. Yeah.
yeah.
It's called autophagy, actually. Yeah.
Autophagy.
Yeah. You can Google it. It's
Okay,
very interesting uh,
okay,
theory.
okay. So, you recommend those two tablets as well, yeah?
Yeah.
The
You can have it. It's
for
it's a food
Yeah.
supplement, so it's got no side effects. It will only do good.
Okay, okay, okay. Because
I've seen
I've had
results with that.
so many. Okay. And with the creams, did you use any creams? Any lotion?
Yes. Again, there is a cream called Pigmento from Charak, same company.
Okay,
You can
okay,
try that also. But it is
okay.
like when it starts filling up, it makes the
Yeah.
patches in the beginning very, very dark. Like it becomes
Okay,
like a black
okay,
spot. But
okay.
after some time, it evens out.
Evens
But
out.
being,
Okay.
being, being a woman, you might have issues with cosmetics and stuff like that. Okay. So
Yeah,
maybe you can
yeah,
start first in the hand and just see how it works for
hands.
you.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
That also, because that also works very well. But the whole idea, what I'm saying
okay.
is trying to heal from inside first. This is very
Inside. Yeah,
important,
yeah,
because I've
yeah,
seen people applying some creams here. It goes from here, it comes at another place.
yeah, yeah,
It goes from there, it comes at another place. That means from inside, it is not
yeah.
healed actually.
Healing.
So you have to
Yeah,
do from
true.
inside out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to eat meat, so after I watched your video, I stopped eating meat and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, so I've made few changes, and like I think I'm more comfortable now. At the
yeah.
start, it was a bit hard, because I was
Of
so
course,
used to.
of course,
Yeah,
of course, of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
I mean, overall, it is good for you, for your family, for the whole ecology, actually, just to be vegetarian.
yeah, yeah,
Of
true.
course, it's everyone's choice, but this is what my
Yeah,
belief is, actually.
yeah. So you don't even eat fish or meat once in a while, or
No, no, no. It's been almost
no?
7 years I have not eaten them.
Okay, okay,
I don't. I'm hardcore now into this.
okay,
I don't.
okay.
See, this is again the approach. You see, are you living
Yeah,
to eat or you eat to live?
it's still, yeah, true.
If you're living to just eat, then you will eat everything. But if you eat food just
Yeah,
like to survive, then the approach is
yeah,
completely different. Actually, yeah.
yeah, yeah. True, true.
And it's a matter of practice, step by step. If you do it, you'll gain a lot of control over all these things. Actually,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
there are many yogis in India, they don't eat for months together, and they're alive.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So our nourishment only doesn't happen with food. It also happens with
yeah,
sunlight, water, energy, and many other
yeah,
things. Actually, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Again, it's very deep. May not be suitable for people who are just getting into all these things. But yeah, as you
yeah,
practice, you will understand all these
yeah,
dynamics. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I think my questions were just, yeah, mostly related to the food and yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think. uh, all that I've suggested, if you start doing that, and also in the previous videos, if you must have seen, uh, it will give you an overall idea
Yeah.
how to deal with this actually. Okay, it's not very
Yeah.
specific, it's giving you overall
Yeah.
idea, so it empowers you to choose the right things.
Yeah.
Because see,
That's
maybe I will say, okay, I
yeah.
will do dry fast. Okay, it works for me, maybe it will
Yeah.
not work for you actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have to give options to everyone. But when I explain you the
True.
science behind it, then you'll be more interested or more inspired to do it rather than on force you're doing it actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And this is why I'm telling you the science also of few things here and there so that you understand
Yeah.
where it comes from. It is just not off the
Yeah.
bat.
Yeah.
And this is how it is. And I'll be very happy if it works for you. For
Yeah.
some, the process happens quickly. For some, it takes time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to lose hope. You have to continue with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember one girl who had psoriasis actually.
Yeah.
Okay. And big time problem. She was upset, sad, depressed, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And she tried all the possible thing on the planet. And a
Yeah.
young girl, I think 18 or 19 she was actually.
Yeah.
And we put her on a regime, and she was very motivated
Yeah.
because, girl, she wants to look beautiful, she wants to get
Yeah.
married and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And she was committed. And
Yeah.
in maybe 2 years, she worked very hard on that, and it went completely.
Yeah.
But again, the same problem for her also.
Yeah.
If she eats meat or
Yeah.
alcohol a little bit, the
Okay.
problem comes again actually. So she has to
Okay.
live a different life altogether.
Life. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to make a lifestyle change. If you can say, this is going to go in one day and it's going to finish. No, this will not finish like this. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
asking you to change your lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think, okay, once the vitiligo is gone, fine, I will not, I can come back to normal. No, you will not come back to normal.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
The reason it is come, it is to show you the path that you have to change
Yeah.
your path. You cannot be on that
Yeah.
path. That path is not suitable for you. Your
Yeah.
karmic,
Yeah.
your karmic path is something else. You have to walk on that path.
Yeah. 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 True. True.
So
Yeah. I
this is how
think.
it is.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Hmm. So check for these tablets and cream in
Yeah.
Australia if you can. Where in Australia you live?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Okay. I think
Yeah.
there are many. If there are many Indians, there must be products like this actually.
Yeah.
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 So it
I
should be
think
easy.
I eBay had few.
Yeah.
But with Charak there was few. So I didn't know which one was the
If you want,
original one.
I will connect you with somebody in India,
Yeah.
and she will buy those things for you and send it by courier or whatever. If that works for you,
Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 That would be
that also
great.
can be on the side on the messenger. We'll
Yeah.
chat on this. I
Okay.
will give you
Sure.
the contacts. You can just speak to her or
Sure.
write to her, and she will arrange all these things and send
Yeah.
it to you.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Maybe you can order for
Okay.
say 3 months or 6 months pack. So because the
Yeah.
postage is very high, so you bring in
Yeah.
volume actually. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah.
yeah. So this is how it is. And uh, start with this. You can in the meantime you can chat with me if you have any questions. If you're lost a little
Sure.
bit or you're not sure about some few
Sure.
things, just get to me. Sometimes I'm because I have other things also to do, so I take time to reply, but
Yeah.
I will reply
No.
when
No.
suitable.
That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. And it's the time. The hours are very
Hours or time zones also are
different.
different
Yeah.
actually. So yeah,
Yeah. 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 No. Thank you so much for your time.
yeah, it's a pleasure. If it can help, I will be more than happy uh, to have uh, to have helped you in some way or the other. Actually, yeah.
Thank you
But
so much.
I'm certain this will help as long as you stick to your
Yeah.
commitment and the regime.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
certain this will heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
Again,
so
I'm saying I'm
much.
coming back to
Yeah.
the same point. The biggest enemy which will come in your way are your habits.
Habits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
stay away from
Yeah.
that actually. So when you're in the regime,
Yeah.
there that will tempt you from here and there and here and there, but you
Yeah.
must stay focused.
Focused every.
And for you,
Yeah.
it should not be a problem because you're from subcontinent, so it's easy
Yeah.
for you to adapt on this situation. Our lives
Yeah.
were not very, very easy, like which is there in Australia
Yeah.
or other places.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for us to adapt in any environment, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
All right. It
Okay.
was pleasure talking to you, Karu,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
thank you for joining. And I hope
Thank you.
you had a wonderful session, and I hope it also was very good for the people who are watching this right now. Uh, Thank you. So take care of yourself. God bless you. Hari Om. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.